Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Happy Saturday. My name's Nathan Goheen. I got the lovely Anne Marie next to me.
Hi everyone.
So thanks for tuning in. Let's see here. There are links on the Show More. If you click Show More on YouTube, there will be some links to check out. Some music, Anne Marie's website, some other good stuff. So check it all out. As always, drop any questions or comments or anything into the chat. And let's jump right in. Yesterday I was, I don't know what I was doing, but I came across this quote and I really liked it. And the quote is by St. Augustine, who was a bishop in Algeria. I think he was in there like late 4th, early 5th century. So 300s, late 300s to early 400s. And hi Maria, good to see you. And so St. Augustine had this to say. He said, numbers are the universal language offered by the Deity to humans as confirmation of the truth. And I had to reread that many times, so I'll reread it again. Numbers are the universal language offered by the Deity to humans as confirmation of the truth. So then I started breaking it down. And basically I came up with numbers are the language of God.
For the layman.
Well, for me. I'm a layman, I guess. Yeah. Does that translation sound okay to you?
Yeah.
Numbers are the language of God? Okay. And then there's also that bit about the confirmation of truth. And I was just like, well, we've all heard that, we've all heard that expression, numbers don't lie. And numbers don't, but sometimes people manipulate them to fit their agenda, but the numbers do not lie. But people lie with numbers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But numbers, they are the basis for so much of our information. Obviously, the maths all come from them. All schools of math come from that. And then they're used in everything from physics and science to architecture and art. And these truths that are provided by the numbers, they're the bedrock upon which we can explore the earth, the universe, and at the same time ourselves. This outward exploration is also a good way for us to inwardly explore into our consciousness or our mind or whatever you want to call it. For the sake of me not looking like a fool, I'm just going to talk a little bit about numbers as they relate to the arts. And, I always heard growing up that music is numbers, and it is. Because music is basically just sound frequencies, that are arranged. And frequencies just mean how often something happens, right? How fast or how slow something moves. This wave is moving, right? So if it's a fast moving wave, it's a higher number than a slow moving wave. So that's a number. It's a very simplistic way to look at music, but that's a number. But if we pull back, our magnifying glass, numbers also give us form, from everything to like pop music to orchestral music. How many times are we going to play this chord before we go to the next chord? And I was thinking of like the blues, and the blues is there's many variations of it, but one of the reasons I think it's endured for so long is because it is a pattern that is recognized and remembered and easily repeatable. And, this form that it's given has been has been, it's easily repeatable, like I said. Thinking a little bit about visual arts, I really love painting, so I always think about stuff kind of in that context. And it's like, okay, how do numbers apply to painting? Well, there's paint by numbers, but that's not really what I was going with it. You can like think of it like in composition, like is the main object of attention going to be in the upper third of your canvas? Is it going to be in the lower left-hand quadrant? It's going to be in the middle. Just where you place images and how you spatially use them.
Or how the quantity of the paint you mix.
The quantity of the paint you mix. Perfect. 2/3 blue to 1/3 yellow.
Yeah, it's going to give you something different versus blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, totally. Little recipes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that playing with these little recipes, playing with forms, I think there's a lot of magical areas in there, because it allows us to examine expectation versus reality. What are we expecting? What is the audience expecting? What really happens there? Sometimes you can get locked into a form and be so rigid with it that there's not an interest there, because we've already heard that before, or we've already seen that before. And on the flip side, you can go so far out there and not have any form at all, to where no one is able to hold on to or grasp onto something, and they can't relate to it. So I think that this exploration of form through numbers is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of potential there for exploration. Do you have anything you want to add, Miss Anne Marie?
No, you pretty much covered it all.
That's it. Game over, huh?
You said a lot.
Sorry to speak so much.
No, you're used to like doing it on your own, so
Yeah.
it's to be expected that you just, run through
everything.
your points, and
Yeah.
And if anyone is watching this after the live, you did see me yawn a few times and my eyes, but it wasn't because Nathan was boring. It was because I'm exhausted. I just want to put that caveat out there.
Okay. All right. Well, how about, okay, maybe you have some. Yeah.
Actually, I did have something.
There you go.
Yeah. So when you were talking about numbers being the language of God, I thought of the Pythagorean theorem, because Pythagoras spent a lot of time with numbers, and he definitely had a following and a schooling for that specifically. But the Pythagoras theorem, was it a squared plus b squared equals c squared?
Right.
So when you said that,
Yeah.
I just thought it's all connected, because you add those two, it equals c squared, and then you do something else mathematically, it's going to help you find the other one. So it's all connected.
Mm-hmm.
And then the squaring aspect is, from a spiritual perspective, I was thinking it's like bringing together of the dualistic natures to create the one.
Oh,
so
okay.
it connects. So bringing opposites together to create the one. So anyway, yeah, that's that's the thought that ran through my head when you were talking about it.
Okay. Wow, I'd never even thought about it like that before. That's kind of interesting. I never.
I mean, it mathematically may not be sound. I mean, it's been a while since I looked at the Pythagorean theorem and
Pythagorean. How do you say that? Pythagorean
theorem. It's been a while, so from I guess from a perspective of utilizing it in everyday life or just mathematically, I can't remember, like the rules and how it's applied. to like be. Yes, but yeah, it's interesting.
Mm.
It's definitely a powerful theorem, and it's changed a lot. It opened a lot of doors.
Right. The theorem didn't change, but the information that it gave changed how.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
How we live.
Mm-hmm.
Because it provided us with a new truth upon which we could continue to build humanity.
Yeah, and it goes to like some of the concepts that everything is geometry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing. The geometry of the world, you can understand it through numbers.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. The last thing that I wanted to say was when I was writing about this, I was like, man, art is really cool because it's subjective. The truth is subjective, right? So like what I like or what Maria likes or what Anne-Marie likes, somebody else may not like.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take away the art's truthfulness from the person who likes it. It's still true to them. Right?
Yeah. And then we have subjective truths, collective subjective truths.
Yeah.
Where we all, as a collective, agree on something and it becomes the truth until it changes.
Until it changes?
Yeah. The theorem changes, or you have evidence or facts that either support it or debunk it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when people talk about your truth, again, perspective truth, subjective truth, but also we have to remind ourselves there is a collective truth that we all agree on. Like there's a subjective truth that we agree that the earth revolves around the sun, yada, 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 and facts support it. You can't have your truth about that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you yada yada over the best part.
I know, Seinfeld episode. Yeah.
Oh man. No, but like a painting, right? Somebody may like it, somebody may hate it.
Mm-hmm.
For the person who likes it, it still is going to resonate with that person no matter what.
Yeah, that goes with music, anything in the arts, really.
Right.
And yeah.
Right, and that's why it's so cool, because it's like, it's really up to the beholder.
It's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
So truth is in the eye of the beholder.
As it pertains to art.
As it pertains to art, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. And so if you know, Anne-Marie likes picture A and I like picture B, what it does is it proves how many truths are available to us.
Yeah.
And each truth is a representation of God.
Wow, that is a powerful message, because I was thinking about that too. As you said that, I thought each truth is a representative of universal law, I guess, where things are the same but slightly different. Like you and I, we're human.
Mm-hmm.
We have organs, but we're still different.
Right.
But that doesn't make us not part of universal one, or like a part of a foundation that sprang from God or something like that.
Right.
Or consciousness, whatever you want to call it.
Right. Augustine calls it the Deity. You know, I call it God because that's what I'm comfortable with. But yeah, it's just, it kind of shows how all-powerful the Deity is. And that there's room for everyone's truth.
Yeah, because if you think about it from a universal perspective, right?
Yeah.
You're saying that there's all these different truths. You can say all these different timelines. You can say all these different universes, all these different things. But they work together to create us, this moment that we're having together.
Right.
They don't clash in a way that is destructive and not representative of some kind of rebirth within that destruction. They don't just destroy it for the sake of destroying.
Right.
There's an intelligence behind it.
You're saying like if something was destroyed, it would be with the intention of building something.
Yeah, from the perspective of God, universal, but we humans sometimes destroy things just
to destroy it, right?
Yeah, because we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But when we look at from universal truth perspective, it doesn't destroy things just to destroy them. There's a intelligence behind it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Cool.
Trying to say.
Cool. You said it. You said it. Anything else you want to?
Are you ending it?
I was going to.
Okay, so you guys know I like oracles and tarot and stuff like that woo-woo stuff. So Hay House was having a sale. And I did make a few purchases. And I have the deck called, Maria will appreciate this. I have a deck called The Power of Love. And they're supposed to activate love, right? So I'm going to pull a card for everybody, whoever runs upon this stream. And, just we need more love. There's nothing wrong with more love in the world, okay? So I'm going to pull the cards. They're right over here. I already spread them out. So a message for the collective, for anybody who runs into this video.
You need to put the mic over your mouth.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Let's see. All right. It says, patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Wow. Because we kind of touched on this, right? Mm-hmm. Universal energy and transformation, having an intelligence behind the transformation, behind the destruction. Mm-hmm. So be patient with everything that's happening, because there's a lot happening in the world right now.
Right.
There's so much energetically. There's so much.
Yeah. I like that phrase, loving rhythm.
Yeah.
Because rhythm is also, it's numbers. It's a beat.
Mm-hmm. And when it's loving, it's harmonic. It's
harmonious.
Yeah, harmonious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep your numbers harmonious. Keep them loving. Keep your rhythm consistently positive.
Yes.
I don't like it when people say keep your vibrations high. I think that's a kind of a misnomer.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but there's a lot of things. The baby is calling us. If you guys didn't know we had a baby, or I had a baby, it's calling us.
Yeah.
And we are at its beck and call.
Yeah, the boss says it's time to get back to work, so we got to let y'all go.
All right, Maria. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for the love. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.